Chasing girls for the last 10 years made me rich. So rich, in fact, that I made over 100K in 2 weeks at my peak. Now, although those numbers are 100% true, I'm clickbaiting you a little bit because I'm by no means the richest guy, not even close. And revenue is not the same as profit, which a lot of gurus won't tell you. But what I'm about to share with you in this video is the exact process I use to be able to date literal models and even make a few $1,000,000 in revenue over the years because of it. Let me explain. When I was 14, I wanted to date more girls. You could say I was a little obsessed. Puberty hormones hit me hard. So me and my friends would go to the mall every weekend and approach random girls we'd see. There was a ton of failures, but there was a lot more successes than you'd think. We did this for years, and the return on investment for doing this was huge. And I'm not just talking about the phone numbers and the dates we got with girls from doing it. That was ironically the smallest benefit that we gained. The benefits were endless, all of which contributed to making me richer and elevating my life significantly. And all of which I'm going to walk you through in this video now. And disclaimer, by no means saying to make dating girls the main focus of your life and put it above all else. That would be absolutely silly. But by the end of this video, you'll see all of the ways that integrating dating and connecting women into your life can make you better off financially and personally, like it did for me. Sales and marketing. Dating is what taught me everything about sales and marketing. They're literally the exact same thing. And the reason I've been able to have success in business is because at its core, I'm able to understand people and how to create win-win relationships with them, whether it's in dating or in business. When you go up and you approach a girl, she's only going to give you her phone number or agree to go on a date with you or agree to continue the conversation and not immediately reject you is if she thinks she has something to gain from talking to you, meaning she has to feel that talking to you, potentially going on a date with you, pursuing you as a romantic partner is a win for her. Meaning in your communication, when you approach a girl, you have to create a win-win scenario. You have to position yourself and communicate that you are a win for her. In business, this is the same exact thing. People operate based on their own interests, whether it's financially or personally. When I meet other entrepreneurs in my industry that I want to potentially collaborate with, I use the same social and communication skills that I learned from years of approaching women to communicate my value that I can bring to their business and why, if we were to collaborate, we can make more money together and be better off. It is the same type of communication. It's just applied to a different game, whether it's dating or in business. It served as the foundation for my business competence. Business is about communication. You have to communicate your offer. You have to communicate your product. You have to communicate in your marketing, in your sales. You have to communicate with business partners and suppliers. This jewelry that I'm wearing right now, this ring, is from my jewelry brand. When I built this jewelry brand, I needed to communicate with suppliers in different countries. I needed to negotiate deals. All of that was communication skills. And the way I was able to do that, the way I was able to get favorable deals is because I was able to use my social skills to get people to like me, to get people to trust me, and to want to do business with me. All the same skills that you need when you're talking to women. The reason I'm sitting in front of a camera right now and you're listening to me is because my obsession with dating is what led me to start a channel that was focused on helping men get into healthy relationships. I was able to build a dating business all around it. Following that obsession, chasing girls, that experience led me to being able to start a business, sharing my experience and helping other guys achieve similar levels of success. In dating, just like in business, you have to get used to rejection. You have to be willing to play to win. And if you're going to play to win, that means you have to risk losing. If you want to go and make that big business deal, you have to go and pitch that person. If you want to go and date the pretty girl, you have to put yourself out there and approach her. She may say no. The business partner might reject your offer, but you have to be okay with that rejection. And while most people get discouraged and uncomfortable with the rejection, because I've been rejected hundreds and thousands of times in my dating life, getting rejected for a business deal feels like nothing. It doesn't discourage me. So this tenacity and this ability to be comfortable with rejection is what allowed me to keep pursuing opportunities even when they didn't turn out perfectly in the beginning. It also built an insane amount of confidence in myself because learning how to date is a skill. You have to go out there and fail a bunch, and you have to go out there and learn new skills. Texting, conversational skills, first dates, how to approach people, how to start difficult conversations. And perhaps one of the most important things is that dating is one of the first real skills that I actually got good at. And the skill of learning is a skill in and of itself. So I was able to apply it to other skills like business, like martial arts, like boxing, etc. It takes a lot of balls to be able to go up and approach a stranger and start a conversation. But since this was something that I had done and was ingrained in my DNA from doing it over and over and over again, that same level of confidence was something that I was able to translate into my business life. And because people want to do business with people who are confident and competent. That same confidence that you bring in your communication skills inspires confidence in other people. Imagine a doctor. Let's say you're about to get surgery. If the doctor walks in and he seems insecure and unsure of himself, how confident are you going to be going into that surgery? Whereas if a different doctor were to walk in and he comes in, he's 100% confident, it seems like he's done this a million times, and he's 100% sure of himself, you're going to feel a lot more secure, safe, and comfortable and trusting of that doctor going into that surgery. The same thing applies in dating. You have to be able to communicate and show the girl that you're respectful, you provide value, and most importantly, that she's safe with you. In the same way in business, people want to do business with people that they trust, people who are high integrity. If an investor is giving you money, they have to trust that you are going to do the right thing with it and that you're competent. And simply being more confident in your communication is going to make people trust you more and be willing to bet on you. Real quick, I just want to let you know that me and my team just released a free course revealing the exact blueprint that I've been using to get multiple dates per week with super high quality women. It walks you through it step by step, A to Z. So if you want to check that out, it's 100% free. All you got to do is click the link in the description and you can check it out. Business is about people. The skill of cold approach and having A+ social skills has allowed me to network with tons of high-level entrepreneurs. If you put me somewhere, I will always talk to other people and get connections. For example, I've been doing lots of bird watching lately, and I use all my cold approach skills to start conversations with other bird watchers and photographers, and they tell me about all the best spots in the area. I know it's a super nerdy activity, but because of my social skills and my ability to start conversations, I've been able to progress a lot more in bird watching and see all types of crazy birds. I have some cool pictures on screen of some of the stuff I've been able to discover lately. I now have access to expert information from guys who know this inside out, all because I'm an extremely social guy and I know how to approach people and start conversations. Again, it all stems back to my obsession as a kid with approaching women. I don't need to become an expert bird watcher to get access to expert bird watching opportunities. I can just go talk to someone, start a conversation with that person, and get access to all of their expertise. I'll give you another example. There's a steakhouse I go to all the time. I go there every single week. I've been going there for a while, and ever since I started going there, the first thing I did was talk to people, make friends with all of the staff, the waiters, the servers, the busboys, the hostess. Anytime I walk into the restaurant now, I'm treated like I'm the mayor. Everyone says hi to me, people come out to shake my hand. Because of my social skills, I get preferential treatment at the steakhouse. I can go there and get tables even when it's busy and it's packed up. And when I bring girls there on dates, I can ensure that me and my date are getting the best experience and the best service possible because I've established myself thanks to my social skills. And again, just think about the value here. At a high-end steakhouse, who is the clientele? Business owners, investors, doctors, lawyers, high-level people, wealthy people who go there often. By establishing a name for myself in this place, anytime I walk in there, when the staff treats me really well, it makes other people get curious about me. So I've been able to leverage that to build more connections with other wealthy people at the steakhouse. You can put me in any room, in any situation, whether it's on the street, whether it's on a plane, whether it's at a party, and I will always find a way to connect with people and build a very, very strong network. And because of this skill, it's allowed me to network with people way above my pay grade, guys who are worth 10, 20, 30, sometimes even 40 million and above, because of my A+ communication skills and my ability to network with people and socialize. And at the highest echelons of society, this is the nature of how business has always been done. People are choosing to do business with people that they like. They're choosing their friends. They're choosing people in their network rather than choosing random people. Let's say you go and apply for a job at a company. Who do you think is more likely to get the job? You, a random person who is interviewing for the job just like everyone else, or the guy who's friends with the owner and CEO of the company? This is how business works. This is how society works, for better or worse. You don't have to like it. You don't have to think it's fair, but this is the way the world operates. Using a similar example, the person who gets the job is not always the person who's most qualified for the job. The person who gets the job is the person who interviews the best, which is again a reflection of their social skills and their communication skills, because people want to hire people that they like. If you're working somewhere, you're going to be working with them all day, every day, 40 hours per week, for years. You want to at least like spending time with that person. So you may take someone who you like better because you're going to spend a lot of time with them rather than someone who's actually more qualified. Looking for the opportunity. I think the biggest reason that dating had such a big impact on my life is because it reprograms your mind to look for the opportunity, not the excuse. When you see a beautiful girl that you'd like to approach and you'd like to form a connection with, you get nervous. Anxiety sets in, fear sets in, and you start to overthink, you start to make excuses. And if you allow these excuses to take over and you don't go out and you don't take action and you don't capitalize on that opportunity, you lose. You'll never get the reward that you're seeking. This is very emblematic of what it's like in life and in business. You have to go out there and put yourself on the line, put your reputation on the line, put your feelings on the line in order to win big. All of the uncomfortable feelings that you have to work through when it comes time to meet and interact with women are the same uncomfortable feelings that you have to deal with and move through when you're trying to grow. The true beauty of learning the skill of dating is that you're constantly forced to move past your comfort zone. You're constantly forced to go out there and do something that feels scary. And by building this habit, you're slowly reprogramming your mind to look for new opportunities, to focus on growth, to focus on expanding beyond your comfort zone, and to focus on looking for the opportunities in life rather than the excuses. Obliterate overthinking. In dating, when it comes time to approach a girl, you're gonna overthink. Especially if you're new, especially if you're still nervous, you're gonna overthink. You're gonna think, oh, but what if she doesn't like me? Or, oh, my hair doesn't look good right now. Or, oh, I don't have the best outfit on, so I don't look the best, so she's gonna say no. Oh, what if she has a boyfriend? Oh, but there's like people walking by, they're gonna hear. All of these are excuses and limiting beliefs. This is the nature of overthinking. Forcing yourself to go up and approach the girl is the only thing that's gonna solve this. Because the truth is, you can't solve an overthinking problem with more thinking, right? In business, sometimes you're stuck on how to grow, how to solve a problem. But after a certain amount of time, you can't think your way out of it. It just becomes mental masturbation. At some point, you just need to throw a bunch of shit at the wall. If you're trying to sell a product, yeah, you can come up with a business plan and an idea of what you want to implement. But at some point, you just have to throw together a website, make some ads for it, do some marketing, do some promotions for it, and see what sticks. You're constantly experimenting. You're constantly trying new things. And this is exactly what it is in dating. Maybe on dating apps, you're experimenting with this opening line. Then you try another opening line. Maybe when you approach a girl, you approach her this way by saying, hi, I wanted to come meet you. Or maybe the next time you say is, hey, I think you're cute. All of these things that you're testing, the experimentation, getting in this mindset of needing to try new things and being okay with an initial failure so that you can have long-term success. These are the same exact skill sets, it's just different games. Serendipity. The universe is a funny thing, and the more opportunities that you give yourself, the more opportunities that the universe tends to give you in return. I'll give you an example. Anytime you approach a stranger, you are opening the door to a new opportunity. That guy you talked to in the elevator, he could own a company and he could end up hiring you to work at that company based on that conversation and based on that connection that you guys make and develop over time. That dude you approach in the gym, he could be a promoter, and your friendship with him could end up giving you access to all of the exclusive cool nightclubs in your area. You just never know how things are going to unfold for you unless you're constantly out there giving yourself those opportunities, being that social and charismatic guy, because once you do that, opportunities start coming to you. Once you establish yourself, once you build a new network, then they start introducing to their friend and their other friend and their business partner and their investor and their uncle and their dog and their cat, whatever it may be. And this is eventually when opportunities start coming to you because you've positioned yourself as the type of person that people want to be around. And this is not hypothetical. I'm speaking here from experience, and which is why I still make these videos, because I truly believe that this is probably one of the most important skills you can learn. And I'm not talking specifically just about dating, but communication skills in general. And the easiest way, the biggest litmus test, the hardest way to learn communication skills, the best way is through dating, because dating is the most ruthless method of communication. It has the highest burden of performance because if a girl doesn't like you, she's just gonna tell you to fuck off and reject you. And to finish off with a perhaps very funny example, I was at the strip club the other day. I was online for the bathroom, and when I was online for the bathroom, I saw a guy get on a line behind me. I started up a conversation with him. I made a comment about what he was wearing. Then we started talking, and it turns out he was also a social media influencer. We connected on Instagram, and we ended up having a conversation the next day outside of the strip club, of course, whenever we'd sober, and we ended up trading insights and strategies that helped me in my own business that I'm actively implementing and will likely end up making me more money. All because I started a conversation with a random guy on the line to the bathroom in a fucking strip club. And that's gonna wrap it up for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.